Hello, welcome to Cosmic Coaching with Daniel. This is our very first episode. I'm going to be talking about a variety of consciousness-based topics on this channel, everything from spirituality to energy healing, breathwork, mindfulness, accelerated learning, musical medicine, high performance psychology, brain health, neuroplasticity, and general kind of hacks around the brain, around the mind, around optimizing your performance physically, in life, emotionally, even topics to do with marketing and the law of attraction. So this has a very wide variety of themes, as you can see, and I am a coach. I do consultations on brain health. I also do something called empathic counseling and a life coaching, very good at helping people to tune into their innate gifts and talents and achieving their goals and life aspirations. So today's topic is something I think is very prominent in society today, and it is that of anxiety. Everybody is overwhelmed. Everybody is kind of stressed out. A lot of people experience what's called monkey mind or obsessive thoughts, or having trouble turning the thoughts off, difficulty sleeping, difficulty concentrating, difficulty focusing, problems with memory. This all stems from one source, and that is an imbalanced nervous system. So the key to reducing anxiety, feeling more calm, at peace, relaxed, to being more focused and mentally productive, having a clear mind, and all those sorts of things, is to have a super fine-tuned nervous system. So we're going to talk about how to reset your nervous system today, specifically around reducing anxiety and creating kind of a calm atmosphere emotionally and mentally and physically, so you can feel it in your body. So you'll see a lot of blog articles around the 10 tips or 15 hacks for reducing anxiety. Now, some of these things will work, but the presumption is the person can sort of tune into that or tap into that state for these things to work, such as gratitude or positive reframing, or keeping busy, or doing some mindfulness practice. So I would say those aren't necessarily wrong, but what we want to do is actually focus from the ground floor. What is the source? What is the cause of excessive thinking, obsessive thinking, too many thoughts, being mentally overwhelmed? It is a nervous system that's out of control. So there's 3 key points you want to pay attention to. That is your brainwave states. There's the 4 primary brainwave states. So you want to be in one of the more calmer states, like alpha. And then there is your autonomic nervous system. You want a balance between the 2 branches, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. Now, this affects many things, so this is not something you can just do with a couple of quick techniques or hacks. But over the long term, you can learn to kind of reset the nervous system so it's at a new threshold, so that these 2 branches of the ANS are working in cooperation, so that your brain is more efficient. You've got something called heart coherence, and you're going to have the right balance of biochemistry in the body. And so we want to talk about the brain's biochemistry. That is a key thing. That is the key that underlines all of these scientific findings around reducing anxiety, bringing peace, getting rid of stress. It's to have the right biochemical profile in your brain. There's key neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, GABA, and so forth. Endorphins, human growth hormone, and a whole slew of other neurotransmitters. Today I want to talk about GABA, which is an acronym you may have heard of. It means gamma aminobutyric acid. It's the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter in your brain. What happens is when you don't have enough GABA, then you have too much excitatory activity in the neurons of your brain, so then you can't control your thoughts, right? So the key to being calm and to having kind of a very relaxed baseline in your body and in your brain is to have the right amount of GABA. So if you feel like you've got a hyperactive mind that can't shut down, or difficulty sleeping, or just chronic anxiety, one of the issues may be you don't have enough GABA. There's some very quick and easy things you can do that over the long term should help to reset your nervous system in terms of balancing the ANS, giving you more parasympathetic activity, which is the rest and digest branch. Most people are sympathetic dominant in this day and age. The other thing is to increase GABA in the brain. And so how do you do that? Number one, you can take the right nutrients. There are various teas that will help calm you down. One of them is called Gabacha Tea. It's something that we don't know very much about in North America, but in Japan, it's very well-known tea, and it's very good for increasing GABA. So Gabacha Tea, try it out, have a couple cups a day. Give it a good 4 or 5 days. You want a minimum effective dose where you start to see the impacts. Another thing that we found is yoga. So yoga has been known for thousands of years to be really good for the energy systems and the physical body. But now recent science is showing why. Yoga reduces cortisol, and it also increases GABA in the brain. That's why people love doing yoga. It calms you down. It makes you relax. It helps you sleep better, and so forth. So if you do, just even 30 minutes of hatha yoga every morning, it's going to be really great for increasing GABA. The third thing you can do is moderate cardio. So take a jog or do some interval training, sprints, followed by walking. You want to get your heart rate up to a sufficient level where you start to get increasing biochemical benefits, particularly in the brain. So you will increase serotonin, GABA, and other hormones, other neurotransmitters in the brain. So cardio is recommended 30 minutes, several sessions, 3 to 5 a week. So if you can do that regularly, combined with the yoga, combined with the Gabacha Tea, you should definitely see that you start to just feel a lot more relaxed, calm, and less mentally hyperactive. And you can actually shift and ultimately reset your nervous system. A fourth thing you can do, and this is a key one, is breath. And I'll be doing more videos talking about some of the in-depth yogic breathing techniques. But for today, we'll just briefly talk about the idea that doing a breath technique a couple times a day, such as alternate nostril, or there's techniques that are recommended for reducing panic, such as the 4-7-8 technique. So we've got breathing techniques that are good for balancing the nervous system. We've got regular cardio, where you're raising your heart rate several times a week. 30-minute sessions minimum, 4 or 5 times a week is recommended. Doing yoga every day if you can, 30 minutes. Just simple yoga, hatha yoga, restorative yoga, beginner's yoga, nothing too intense like power yoga or Bikram or anything like that. Doing it regularly is the key. In the mornings, you are grounding yourself. So that's the yoga, the cardio, the breath, and finally the Gabacha Tea. Highly recommended. This stuff works. I've played with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. As I mentioned, I do different types of coaching. So if you're interested, just click on the link below and you can book a session with me, either for brain health consultation or empathic counseling or what's called life coaching. Okay, thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please subscribe to the channel if you liked what I talked about today, and feel free to share this video with your friends and family and colleagues. Have a great day.